Location is the hardest part of AI filmmaking. Every shot feels like a new universe, and staying in one world feels impossible.
Leave it. We are out of time.
10 seconds.
But the good news is, this problem is basically solved. You can finally lock consistent characters inside a consistent environment.
They're here!
As you can notice, the room stays completely consistent during these shots. First, take a quick look at what I created here. Then, I'll show you exactly how to create a full-length AI film step by step. Hey everyone, welcome back. Nova here. Today, I want to show you a super cool platform that launched recently. Stick around because I'm giving away 3 free professional accounts, and I'll tell you exactly how to enter at the end. AZ8.art is basically a video workstation where you describe your scene in plain language, and the agent builds the prompts, runs the models, and brings back your shots, all on a single canvas. It lets you create Hollywood-level AI short films on a single canvas, completely supporting multi-person collaboration. Once you're inside, you'll see the main dashboard. Up here at the top, you can check your remaining credits, alongside the team collaboration feature. Since this platform supports multi-user editing, you can invite your team to work on the project simultaneously just by sharing this link. Here is where it gets interesting: the node panel. You have dedicated nodes for text, image, video, and audio. Every single node comes with its own input and output connectors. For example, the video node lets you pipe in text prompts, reference images, audio files, or even baseline video clips. It essentially unifies all your favorite AI models into a single, cohesive workspace. And you also have this 3D World Builder node right here. The text node is powered by Gemini Pro and GPT-5, serving as your prompt generator, but I'm going to skip that part for right now. To create an image, you can either add a node from the menu here, or simply right-click on the canvas and select the image node. Next, choose one of the available models, like GPT image, and adjust your aspect ratio and quality settings. After that, just paste your prompt, and your image is generated. Now, let me quickly show you how to use this image as a reference. Simply drag a connection from the output point and drop it directly onto the node you want to link. In this case, I'll connect it to another image node, write my new prompt, and configure the settings. Checking the results, I really like how it preserves the level of detail. This is exactly the kind of quality I'm looking for. Next, I'll create a character sheet for my other character and do the exact same thing for the car. To generate the final scene, just add another image node and connect both characters and the car reference to it. Then, paste your prompt. Don't forget to use the @tag on the character to completely lock in their identity. For example, right here, I just typed the @ symbol, and then choose from either the connected assets or the available assets in the project. If they aren't connected yet, mentioning them like this will actually connect them automatically. I'll do this for all my references to make sure they are properly tagged. What I love about this workflow is its flexibility. You can generate 9 distinct frames from a single image, or even build a massive 25-grid storyboard. Just click the action button and select the frame option, and it will generate them automatically. From there, you can easily extract the exact frame you need. This lets you create a 25-grid storyboard without ever having to reprompt, because it intelligently builds directly on top of your current image. It's an amazing way to turn a single idea into a full, continuous cinematic sequence. For this video, I generated a 3x3 storyboard grid first, then used it as a reference for the final video in Seedance 2. The storyboard shows 9 beats of the video, making it an incredibly efficient way to create your project using Seedance 2. To do that, I just drag a line from the storyboard output connector into an empty space and choose the video node. From there, I connect all the assets I need, in this case, my 2 characters and the car. Just like before, I mention them directly in the prompt, choose the duration and quality settings, and that's it. Now let me show you how to lock your environment, because keeping your background consistent between shots is usually the hardest part. First, generate an environment image. For example, I created an empty living room using GPT image, then connected that image straight into a new world node. This triggers a special 3D workflow that takes a single flat image and projects it into an interactive 3D space. For this, I used a highly detailed prompt specifying the exact layout. A sofa on the left, a coffee table with a laptop, scattered documents on the floor, and realistic global illumination from the floor lamp to preserve the messy, investigative mood of the scene. Next, select the Image to World option. The world generator will instantly build a clean 3D version of the room with every detail preserved. From here, the process becomes incredibly flexible. You can use your mouse to move through the environment, rotate the camera, find your perfect cinematic angle, and take high-resolution snapshots. I usually capture several different angles like this to use as visual references later in the video production. You can even import external objects into this space. For instance, you can add a person, adjust their scale and positioning, or apply a preset pose. For example, right here, I'll add a person as an object. Then, I can easily reposition, rotate, and rescale them so their proportions make sense with the environment as a full-grown adult. Next, I'll choose the color overlay, and from this menu right here, you can even assign them a specific pose. This is incredibly helpful when your scene requires complex physical interactions, though for my specific video, we won't need to do that. Now that our background snapshot is ready, I can generate the final image using that exact environment. I'll use the same living room screenshot as the locked background, then connect my two tagged characters into it. Mia stays on the left with the tablet, and Driver stays on the right with the duffel bag. This keeps the environment completely consistent while the characters and actions change. The @ tag locks the character identity, ensuring the model keeps the exact same look in every single scene. This setup ensures both our characters are perfectly locked into our custom-built 3D environment. I use 3 reference screenshots to lock down the 3 specific environment zones. Zone 1 for the window, Zone 2 for the living room, and Zone 3 for the hallway. From there, I create a 9-beat storyboard for the scene, which keeps the entire sequence perfectly consistent before moving on to the final video.
They're here!
Before we wrap up, let me quickly show you how to win one of 3 free professional accounts over on AZ8.art. First, register on the platform, then come back to this video and leave a comment sharing what you like about AZ8 and what features you want next. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your comment below to win before the campaign officially closes. Thanks for hanging out today. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.